they have all finally arrived. Hey guys, Madeline, Monroe, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, it's been a while. Hair's a bit different and gross and really needs to be showered. But anyway, that's not important right now. It's been a hot minute, so I wanted to get back on here and review some of Bubble's new cleansers. I have all three, just getting it out of the way. Many people that, if you've been here a while, you know that I am a Bubble ambassador. So a few of these things I did get sent. But if I don't like a product, I don't like a product, and I'm very honest about that. Because the way I see it, I already have the product, and there's no like required review. I just choose to do it. So we have the First Class Oil Cleanser, Magic Melt, and this is Soft Serve. So it's three. They're really about like doing a double cleanse type thing. And so we'll kind of see how I feel about it. I'll at least put the product on my face right here. And I'm just forewarning you, my face is busted right now under this concealer that I have because I had to go into work. It's really bad. Like, brace yourself. It's gonna be a jump scare, but it will be okay. We're still working through that. So far, I've always used the Fresh Start Gel Cleanser. I really like it. It's done pretty well. So these cleansers have just a little bit different stuff in them. I feel some of them are better for certain things. Like first we have the oil cleanser. This is $17. I believe that almost all of them are 17. These two are 17, and then the Magic Melt is 15. But the oil cleanser, so what it says on the box is that it's a softening oil cleanser, removes oil-based makeup, SPF, and other products. How to use: massage into dry skin with dry hands for 30 seconds, break down makeup, and SPF, rinse. It's good for AM, PM, and it's for all skin types. So this one, to me, have y'all seen any of like the oil-based makeup removers? Which is great because that's what I'm fixing to take off, is some concealer. This is what it looks like. It's very cute. But they have like some oil-based ones that are like a balm, like a melting balm. That's what I'm expecting. It's actually very slippery. I'm expecting this to be similar to that. It's going to have maybe an oily texture with combination skin. I know it says it's good for all skin types. With combination skin, though, I do feel like those oil balms make my skin feel really, really oily, and I don't really care for them that much. The next one is Magic Melt. This is a micellar milk. I believe that this is similar, breaks down makeup and oil easily without water. Best for all skin types, AM, PM, removes makeup, sunscreen, and smooths over face, eyes, and lips and finger. Wipe clean or rinse off. Okay, so this is a more makeup remover as well. So we have the oil one, which is this little purple, and we have the micellar milk. This might kind of remind me of like the micellar water, like by Garner. Like that's what I've always used to remove my makeup. Both these things seem like their biggest goal is like cleaning your skin, making sure all the makeup and oils and stuff are off of your skin. I will say the oil one, I can feel a little bit more, so I know that it's going to be more watery. I'll do it like this. I'll do one for one side and one for the other and see how they feel that way. But like I had said earlier, they're really big on the double cleansing, so we'll do a double cleanse because we're going to split it. We're going to do a double cleanse with Soft Serve. Oh, Soft Launch. I'm so sorry. Soft Launch. I don't know why I was calling it Soft Serve. But this is a hydrating cream cleanser. So whereas these are like stripping oils and stuff, this is supposed to be hydrating. This is best for dry and sensitive skin, but great for all skin types. So I have a weird combination skin set here. My eyes area is very sensitive. Well, I've had reactions to makeup and stuff like that. I get dry right here, and then some patches right here. And that's where I feel like I'm my driest. And then oiliest is right in there and on my forehead. So this is good for, oh, it has a how to use me. Let's just read that. I'm a gentle, low foaming, creamy cleanser intended for a cleanse, dry skin without leaving it stripped, sensitive, tight, or dry. interesting. So it's supposed to do less than that. Like, whereas these, their main thing is getting like oils, makeup, and like sunscreen off your skin. This you would go back in afterwards and like give it a more hydrating feel almost. But it says use once or twice daily, AM, massage 2 to 3 pumps onto wet skin, rinse off and pat dry after removing makeup. Okay, so you can use it like right when you get up and you have nothing on your face, but it's saying that you need to use it after makeup for nighttime, and it's the same 2 to 3 pumps on wet skin. Whereas I think that like these two were best on dry. 1 second. Okay, dry skin. Yeah, so that's definitely how it goes. So this would be, whoa, let's unbox her. I just realized I've been like staring at a box. So this is similar to Fresh Start. Fresh Start is blue. I believe I could probably go get it, and I will probably whenever I break. But so it's in that same vein where it's a good cleanser for like after you've gotten your makeup off, you're wanting to just wash your face, cleanser. These two here are specifically more towards makeup. So I think that's a good idea to split my face in half and use one on one side, and then after that do a double cleanse and see how the hydrating feels with it. Especially since I'll get to test both of these and see which one feels more dry and which one doesn't. Maybe neither of them will, but who knows. So this is Magic Melt. Okay, this is the milk. That was 2 pumps, and I feel like that was a good amount. Start seeing, I've had such weird time in my skincare journey trying to figure out acne. If you're new here, I have cystic acne, and I've had it since I was 16. I've tried different diets, I've tried medication, I've tried a lot of different stuff, and none of it seems to really work for me. I will say that Bubble has helped a lot, as well as Good Molecules. Those are the two that I've kind of just been using lately. But it seems like every time I kind of get comfy with something, my acne just evolves and gets worse. So we'll see. This has an interesting smell to it. It reminds me of one of my hairsprays that like my aunts would use. It's interesting, but you can see that's as much as she took off. And like I said, all I have is concealer. Oh, okay, so this is the oil, and you cannot see it like whatsoever. Okay, I don't care for oil cleansers. I'm just gonna be straight up with y'all. Oh god, that looks gross. I hate it. Okay, and this is just a vibe. It's not, neither of them are burning, neither of them are hurting, but like, oh, I hate it. I don't use a whole lot of oil stuff because I don't like the texture that I feel on this side of my face. Like, this side feels so weighed down because there's so much on it, whereas this side just felt a lot lighter. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go wash this off and see if it, I don't know, I just need to get it off. Hey, so this is what we got. Weirdly enough, I'm gonna see if I can try to explain this correctly. So my skin feels fine. It got off all my concealer and makeup, and you can see how bad my scarring is right now and all that. I don't have any new breakouts right here maybe, but this is what we got. This is what we're dealing with right now. But if I had to like discuss it, I even feel like this side just looks more shiny, and it does feel a little bit more hydrated, if that makes sense. Probably because it was oil. There's a lot of oil on my face. I do feel like it could be using less. This side does feel a little bit more like dry. Honestly, it reminds me of like a dewy foundation and like a matte foundation, because there's like no shine to this side of my face, whereas this side there is. And I got up all the oil, so there shouldn't be any like residue left over, but just out of feeling, this side feels a lot more dry, which is disappointing because like I would probably end up using the oil one just for how it feels afterwards. Just if I had to pick. But I really hate the way that oil feels on my face. So that's very disappointing. But that is very interesting how they were able to do it. And this is my first time using it. I don't know how well it helps with my acne, or maybe the oil might make my skin flare up. I don't know yet. But just on first impressions, that is so weird. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe that's not like shiny, whereas this one's like not. I don't know. But that's just the feeling. This one feels a little bit less. This feels a little bit more stripped. So I'd say the micellar milk. I don't know why I keep adding it in. Micellar milk. Magic melt. This one that was used on this side, I feel like it was just a little bit more like stripping almost. And all I did was rub with water. I didn't take a brush or anything and like scrub off my face. And the oil just feels a little bit more hydrating. Like I feel almost like I have put on a moisturizer on this side. Whereas this one just feels a little dry. It's weird. Next we have the soft launch, and I'm going to use that on both sides just to see how they work together, because we're all about the double cleanse. And I wanted to bring out, this is Fresh Start. They're very, very similar. Like honestly, in person, they kind of look the same, but they're not. So it'll be interesting. I can have one, because this is the one that I use in the shower, and that's just my little gel cleanser. So for this one, I'm going to apply to damp skin and rub on face. Whereas, oh, sorry. This one, you create a foam with. So this is the Fresh Start one. This is rub it together, create a foam, and then put it on your face. This one, you just automatically apply it to your face. So I'm going to pump a little bit. There we go. It also has, that's what it looks like. So we have this one that's clear, that's Fresh Start. This one has kind of like a cloudy texture. The oil is clear, and the Magic Melt was like a white almost. So that's just something interesting. And it does not, it's not really sudsing. So this just goes straight on the skin. We're just gonna rub her in and take it off and see how it feels. There's no strong scent on this one either. So I don't know what was going on with the Magic Melt. That had just such a weird scent that it just kind of threw me off. There was no scent to the oil, and there's no scent to the Fresh Start either. So that was just, I don't know, it's kind of weird that it had that kind of weird like hairspray smell. So that was an interesting experience. With the soft launch, I put it on and it didn't suds or anything like it would with Fresh Start. So it just kind of like stayed on almost like a face mask. That's almost what it felt like. And then whenever I went to wash it off, it had like this weird, I'm trying to think of like a face mask that it reminds me of, because it literally like felt so slippery, and I had to kind of like rub it really intensely to get it off. Not too intensely. It wasn't like insane to get it off. But I do feel a difference in my skin. It was very like almost slimy whenever I was trying to take it off. Once it got like fully wet to take off, it was slimy. It's weird. But with that said, I feel like the slimy with the dry made it feel a little bit more moisturized, whereas the slimy with the oil, it just feels softer over here. But I don't know how that's going to react to my combination skin, because I feel like the oil might be fine for some of my more dry areas, whereas the Magic Melt might be better for like my more oily parts. It's very different, like feeling my skin, because even now I just feel like this is more bright and it's hitting, and I got a direct light on me. So if it's hitting over here, it should be hitting over here as well. I don't know. But I did feel like it was hydrating. It felt very different from Fresh Start. Whereas Fresh Start, it would leave my face just feeling dry, and then I'd put on moisturizer. Whereas this one feels kind of like I could end with this and my skin would feel like I had had moisture on it. So there's that. It's very interesting. I'm going to see how I like to play with it and see how it will end up working its way into my routine. I don't know, again, like I'm just not a big fan of oil straight on my face. So I have a feeling that this might not be a permanent member of the collection. I might change though from the Fresh Start to this, even though I have like 3 things of this right now. I have a lot. But I might end up going with this more because I just like the way that it left my skin feeling. So as of right now, just doing it a 1 impression, a 1 and done. Haven't been using it for long. Don't know how it reacts that well. I would say that so far I really like this. I like the way that this reacted with the double cleanse. And I think that I like the Magic Melt. Definitely like these 2 together. This one just felt really oily on me. But I'm sure other people might like that a lot better, or it might work really good for if I had like a full glam look on, because that is another thing. I did only have concealer whenever there are some days that I do just a full glam, especially if I'm having to go like into actual work and having to look a little bit less like this. But with that said, I think there are a bunch of factors that would change how I feel about it, and I just gotta play around with it a little bit more. But yeah, I got to try these out. Let me know how you feel about them. I believe that the lip balm has now dropped as well as charms. I do have the lip balm, but I'm waiting on my charms because I want to show all of that. I don't want to like just do half and then have to do it again because there's no point. But yeah, so that was the video, me just trying these different products, seeing how I liked them. I definitely want to play around with them a little bit more. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new here. If you're not new here, turn on the bell to be notified every time I upload, which is every Monday and Friday, and I will see you next time. Bye.